Hey everyone, thanks for watching Awesome Possum and thanks for watching Riding Rubber. And our next guest is Riding Rubber, and I haven't done this introduction for anyone, so he's definitely special.
Yes.
I found you, I guess, through 6'4" Honda, and I started watching your videos, and I was very impressed by the quality of the vids. My question is, what is motovlogging to you, and what's your approach to it?
Well, motovlogging for me isn't necessarily like vlogging to the camera like traditionally you like for me you don't have to talk because you can express your views and your opinion or the message you're trying to get across in the video, through visuals and trying to tell a story through visuals and through music. But that's not to say that, I'm not going to, start up doing motovlogs like in the traditional sense again in the future.
Like for me, both are important. You can have one video where you sort of express yourself. You don't need to talk much, but you definitely express your artistic side where you take a lot of time. And I know how much time it takes. I really do.
Yeah, because it takes a while. I don't think a lot of people realize how long it takes, but...
How did you meet with 6'4" Honda? I guess that's my next question. And what's your relationship with him?
Actually, the way we first met was I messaged him on Facebook. We had never met. I honestly just kind of found the guy on YouTube. Well, I'd been watching him for a while before that, but I messaged him and asked him if I came to Toronto, would he want to film something with me? And it just he said sure, why not? And then we made Stolen the first thing we ever did, and people seemed to like that. And then we did another one later on, Goodbye, when he got rid of his 250. So that's how our relationship kind of started, and now we're really good friends. So it's interesting how you meet people through YouTube. I never thought I would meet anyone doing YouTube videos.
I think motovlogging community is an exception. I really do think that.
The motovlogging community is, in my opinion, much different than the majority of other online communities out there. Like the acceptance you get, and the people are just they're extremely nice, and I don't know, it's different for me.
Let's talk about some of your plans for your videos in general, and what are you going to be doing?
Well, I have some interesting things planned. The whole month of May, I'm going to be traveling in Europe. I'll be in Turkey, Greece, and then I'll spend a couple days at the end in Paris. So in Greece, I'm going to be renting either a scooter or a dual sport, so I'll be making some videos on the beautiful islands of Greece. So that should be fun. And I'm also, I don't know if it's going to work out this way, but I want to make like a short film of the entire trip, but I don't know how well or if that will turn out at all. And also, I want to I want to meet a whole bunch of people this riding season. I want to meet with hopefully you, 13, 6'4" Honda. Also 6'4" Honda and I were talking about doing like a 2-week motorcycle trip down to the US to meet a whole bunch of people. So we'll see how that turns out. Or
I just want to say that not a lot of people, especially those who just get on a motorcycle, are brave enough to venture out for half a day, let alone 4 days on their own. But that's what motorcycling is all about. If you have the time, if you can commit to it, that's perfect. But probably even better to do it with a friend.
yeah.
More fun,
Yeah, I did 2,500 kilometers in 4.5 days. I would do it again, man. That was fun. Even though I crashed at the end, which was completely my fault, but live and learn, right? It was fun to do it alone too, though. There was nothing wrong with doing it by yourself either. I don't think. It's just depending on what kind of experience you want to go for, right?
Up and coming motovloggers who really dig the nice intro, but they don't have the skill to sort of get one together. But what would you recommend for someone who's just starting out on the intro? How important, first of all, is the intro, and how much time should they spend, and what programs should they use, or should they just not worry about it and just start where they start?
That's an interesting question. I find a lot of new, well, I guess like I'm new too, but like a lot of people who are just starting out, they they worry way too much about like, you know, their intro or whatever, like how it's gonna, like they think like the majority of people don't really care in like from my like from my takes on things, that they don't really care if the intro is like super professional Hollywood quality, whatever, right? What I want to say is just do what you can, and you know, you'll learn from there.
I'm of the same opinion. The problem, I guess, is that you invest a lot of time and effort into something you've never learned, like After Effects or Premiere Pro or any other like professional or half-grade professional software, and it gets very complex. You spend a lot of time trying to learn that, and maybe you just get tired. You burn out very quickly.
In a program like After Effects, it takes like the longest time when you're first starting out how to learn it to figure out how to do something that seems so basic. So at the start, it seems like you're making no progress. If you look at my first video, like it's pretty terrible. Like in my opinion, I shot it with an iPhone. I edited it in like, you know, like an hour or so, because I didn't know what was gonna happen, right? I just wanted to put something out there.
I guess when it comes to motovlogging too, it's not just how you can craft a nice intro. It's not only how your video looks. It's also what you say. It's also how interesting you are, and also how unique you are. If you're just an average guy who's doing very average things and trying to cater to every single person who's going to be on the channel, to me, it's not very interesting to watch.
Yeah, well, like my take is just make the videos you want to make, and if people like them, they'll watch, and if they don't, they'll don't, and you know, people will subscribe if they do, and if they don't, they don't.
Here's a good one for you. How did you come up with your name for the channel, and so what motivated you to call your channel RidingRubber?
Okay, a lot of people think it's like some sort of sexual relation thing, and it's not. The sole reason it's called that is because tires are rubber and you ride a motorcycle. That's really the only reason the channel is called that.
Wow, okay. But does that make you want to change the name of the channel, or are you just going to stick to it?
No, I don't want to change it at all.
Okay, good. Good.